Hey, welcome back. In this video, we are going to see how to change the shape of the object and also how to squeeze it. So first we'll take a geometry node and just we'll go inside. So we'll add any test geometry. So just we'll take an rubber toy. And now we'll convert this model into triangles. So for that, we need to take an remesh and just I will connect here. And now I will decrease the value of this target size. So let's I will put the value to 0.05. So now we'll move the model in y-axis. So just I will change the value like up to here, let's say. And now we will take an vellum constraint node. So just I will search for vellum constraint. And this will connect this. And here we will change the constraint type to shape match here. So in order to squeeze the objects, or if you want to change the shape of the objects, then we need to select this shape match. So select this. And next we will take a vellum solver and just I will connect here plus shift left click. So now if you click on this play, so it's going to fall down. So in the vellum solver here, we can enable this ground position. So just enable this. So now if you click on this play, so see now it has made a collision with the plane here. So by taking this vellum constraint, whenever this model hits to this collision object, see it is making some kind of animation. So it is changing the shape of the object. And also we can decrease the stiffness if you want. So suppose if you select this vellum constraint and here you can see there is an option like stiffness. So if you lower down this value, let's say we'll change the value to 10 here. So now if you click on this play, so see now we got more deformation of this body. So now we will quickly create a geometry to squeeze this object. So for that, I will take an cube here. So just I will search for cube. And now just we will enable this, turn on this caps here, and just I will decrease height. So just I will decrease the height here. And now I want to create a rod for this model. What we'll do is we'll select the primitives here. So just we will go to this option and select this primitives. And we'll go to this selection option. And now what the thing is, I want to like insert this thing and I want to extrude the face here. So in order to do that, just we can take an poly extrude. So just we'll go to this poly extrude here. After this, now just we'll connect here and now say if I use this extrude, it is extruding total model here. Just I want to extrude only this face here. So we need to find the order of this primitive here. So suppose if you select this option here, now you can see display primitive number. So now you can see this primitive number belongs to this 0. So what the thing is in this poly extrude, we can specify like 0. So just if I specify 0, now if you see if I use this insert option, it is applying insert only for the selected faces here. And again, I want to extrude this. Now see the face has been changed to 13. And what I will do is just I will take another poly extrude. So just poly extrude and just I will connect here. And in this, I will select this like 13. So this is the number 13. So now we have to increase this. So now what the thing is with the help of this thing, we are going to squeeze this object. So in order to do that, now we have to connect this model to this input here. So here, when you see this vellum constraint, here you will have an input called collision geometry. So what the thing is, just we need to enable this. And before that, we will create an animation for this, like making the animation in the y-axis. So just I will take the transform node for this poly extrude and connect to this. And I don't want to see this primitive numbers, just I will turn off this. Okay. And now we'll make an animation and I will see the template mode of this model here. So first I will change the size of this model. So just I will change up to here. And now what the thing is, we need to create an animation. So just in order to make an animation, so just I have to animate in the y-axis. So in order to turn on the keyframe, just we can alt left click. So now after that, and see now whenever we drag this timeline, it is going to simulate. So if you want to stop the simulation here, you can see there is an like brain kind of symbol here. You have to click on this so that now it will stop the simulation. So like, let's say we'll drag up to like 30 frames and just we will move it down. Just move up to here in this way. And now again, we have to create the keyframe. So alt left click, and again, it has to go up direction. So just I will place the value up to like 90. So I will drag up to 95 and just now we'll place this up direction. And again, create a keyframe. And now we got this animation. So if I click on this play. So now what the thing is, we need to create the collision for this. So we need to connect this. So just I will enable this Vellum solver here. And also I will enable this and also I will connect this geometry to this Vellum constraint. So just connect this transform. So this will work as a collision object. And now we will play this and also turn on this simulation. So just now we'll click on this play. So see now it is going to squeeze the object here. So don't worry about this thing because we are in the wireframe mode. Actually, we want to see the model also. So just we'll take a merge node. So merge. And now we need to connect this Vellum solver to merge and also connect this geometry. And now we'll enable this. So now if I click on this play, so see now it's going down. And see now actually it is returning its original form. Supposing if you want to keep it in that way. So if you go to this constraint, Vellum constraint, and if you come down, here you can see there is an option called enable plasticity. So now if you enable this thing, so if I click on this play, and now you see it is maintaining the same shape here. It is not retaining its original form here. So when we disable this option, plasticity, so if I click on this play, so say it is retaining its original form. So it depends on the situation. Suppose if you want to retain the original form, we have to disable this option. And if you want to maintain the same shape, then we have to enable this option. So in this way, we can squeeze any objects here. For example, if you want to squeeze any other object, let's say, suppose if I take the shader ball here. So instead of this rubber toy, I will connect the shader ball here. So just I will change the shape here. So just I will enable and enable the template mode here. And I will scale this. So just if you want to increase the scale, you can scale this. And instead of this rubber toy, just will connect this. So just I will put the value to here. And now we'll hit play. See, it has been retained its original form and it has been disconnected. Suppose if you don't want to retain this original form, then just we can select this and we can enable this option. And just we'll see this. So it is maintaining the same shape here. So in this way, we can squeeze the objects. So that's it for this tutorial. See you in the next video.